This is Strictly Business, presented by the Greater Bakersfield Chamber of Commerce. Sponsored in part by the law offices of Young Wooldridge, San Joaquin Community Hospital. And now, here's your host, Cindy Pollard, President and CEO of the Greater Bakersfield Chamber of Commerce.
Welcome back. This is Chris Hamilton standing in for Cindy Pollard. This Spotlight on Business is brought to you by my law firm, the law offices of Young Wooldridge. Joining me now are Jason Cater, Urban Crew Chair of the Chamber's newly formed Bakersfield Young Professionals, also known as BYP, and Hillary Haenes, the Chamber's Project Manager and BYP's Socialize Crew Chair. They are joining me to talk about what the BYP are up to and how others can get involved. So, what is Bakersfield Young Professionals, and why is this program necessary?
Well, Bakersfield Young Professionals, or BYP as we like to call them, is an organization that's driven by young professionals between the ages of 21 and 35. And they're just people who are wanting to grow their professional development, get into community service, and then also meet and network with other young professionals. And then this also gives them a voice for the community too. And then with that, since this is a chamber organization, they have the opportunity of meeting and connecting with local seasoned professionals.
I see.
And this was started in April, so it's still fairly new, but we're growing.
We're growing, yeah.
We have,
quickly.
I think, over 700 likes on Facebook and an email list of over 400. So
wow.
We're growing strong quickly.
Well, since, as you say, you were just launched in early April, it's my understanding that you've already been up to great things. An urban walk downtown, monthly pub clubs, some professional development seminars. Tell us more about these programs and what else you've been up to.
Yeah, the pub clubs basically are a monthly mixer where people come and socialize and network. And I think our first two, we had about 120, 130 people, and we've kind of continued that through the last few months. As the Urbanize Crew, I was in charge of the Urbanize Walk, and the whole goal of that was to really familiarize our young professionals with downtown and kind of get a sense for what's here and kind of form our agenda for what we want to do for the year. And then through the next crew, they've done all kinds of things, professional development, branding for entrepreneurship, as well as the next actually upcoming workshop they're going to do is on writing resumes. And so it's basically a lot of things we've done have been getting people in the community is also helping them invest in their own personal career. And so we've really come on strong so far in the first few months.
Well, it sounds like it. You're accomplishing your work through crews. Tell us about those.
So there's basically 4 crews or committees, but we call them crews to, I guess, sound a little more hipper. But so I am the chair of the Socialize Crew, and we're the fun crew. We're focused on fun, and that is helping the leadership team with the pub clubs on third Thursdays, throwing mixers, and also bigger events. We're working on a couple of upcoming events. One's for Halloween, and then one is for the holidays. We have a 5K, and we're pretty much there's new people coming to Bakersfield, and we want them to realize that this is their home and to connect them with other people who have been here all their lives. So that's pretty much what our crew is focused on, and then also promoting the arts and entertainment. And then another crew is Serving Kern, and that is chaired by Rachel Evie. And their focus is connecting with local nonprofits and giving back to the community. Okay. So do you want to mention the other ones, Jason?
Yeah, and the other 2 crews we have, the Urbanize Crew, which I'm in charge of. Our whole goal is to kind of create an urban environment or just a community that's attractive to young people. It doesn't necessarily need to be the downtown area. It could be any part of our community. But getting people involved, young professionals, in the process of really influencing the decisions that are made to impact our built environment, getting them out, getting them involved, getting them plugged into the city as a whole. It's kind of our focus. That's why we did the Urbanize Walk, to first familiarize people with downtown and the area around the community, and then also kind of set our agenda for the year as far as what we're going to do. The next crew, really, they're focused on professional development, and so that's headed by Kimberly. And things that are really important to young professionals is getting involved, getting invested in their own personal career development. And a lot of that comes through learning how to brand yourself, how to write resumes, connecting with seasoned professionals, as Hillary mentioned earlier, working on your branding. So things like that are kind of what they're focused on. So,
Well, it sounds like each of your crews is working towards a very important goal. So you've touched on this a little bit. What's the BYP up to in the next couple of months?
Well, right now, we are planning our Halloween event. So since the DBA is having their third Thursday in October, we decided to shift our pub club, which is normally on third Thursdays, to Halloween. Since it falls on a Friday this year, we thought that would be appropriate. So that's still in the works, but we are partnering with the Padre Hotel. They're having a huge event.
Oh, wow.
They're bringing in a lot of fun acts and fortune tellers and clowns, and so we are selling tickets through BYP, and that'll be happening soon. So we're trying to get a BYP crowd there, and then coming up in December, we have our first 500 rep 5K challenge. It's called the Holiday Hustle. And the Socialize Crew and Serving Kern Crew partnered together with Fit for Life Gym, and we are. It's going to be a toy drive and a pajama drive, supporting local charities, and we're going to have Santa out there and hopefully have a big crowd.
Well, both of those sound like fun events.
Yes.
Let me ask you this. Who can be a Bakersfield Young Professional, and how can someone get more information about what you're doing or get involved?
Do you want to take
Yeah,
that
I
one?
can take this one. Our target audience is people from the ages of 21 to 35. And really, our goal is to just get people who are young and invested in their career. So that's really our target audience. They can connect to us through social media. We're on Facebook, Bakersfield Young Professionals. We're also on the Chamber's website. You can email, contact us through those different venues. And really, we want people, though, who want to be involved in what we're doing. So that's our big push, I guess. Not just the age, being in your career, but also people that want to get engaged in these different crews and being a part of what we're doing. So that's kind of we have, as well as you can sponsor us. Hillary, you can talk more about sponsorships.
Yeah, the organization's free. You don't have to put any money down to join or anything. But basically, we're just looking for, like Jason said, people who are driven, who want to give back to the community, be engaged. And with the newsletter, we just launched our e-newsletter earlier this month, and we got such great feedback already from our YPs saying that they want a monthly newsletter. So that's in the works, and we have sponsorship opportunities. So businesses can contact us. You can contact me since I'm the chamber contact. Call the chamber at 327-4421. Or you can also email Bakersfield Young Professionals at info@bakersfieldyoungprofessionals.com.
Excellent. There's a lot of great work coming out of the BYPs, and it sounds like you found a perfect formula for success. Keep it going.
Thank you.
It's sorely needed, and I want to thank you, Hillary and Jason, for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Thank you for having us.
I'm Chris Hamilton from the law offices of Young Wooldridge, sitting in today for the Greater Bakersfield Chamber of Commerce. You're watching Strictly Business. We're going to take a quick break for a word from our sponsors, and when we come back, we'll be at the closing bell. Stay with us. We'll be right back.